watching on YouTube and Twitter, we apologize for the delay, but we are waiting for another game to get finished before the referees from A pad can make their way over to B pad. So if you've tuned in for the Talawanda Brave versus Moeller Crusaders ice hockey match, stay tuned. It will begin approximately at 5:45 with Scott Davey on the call. We would like to take a minute to thank our Talawanda Athletic sponsors: Century 21, Fay Bruder Insurance, Butler Rural Electric, McCullough Hyde Tri-Health, Hotel Development Services, Hampton Inn, The Elms, and Stewart Square, Brian Reveley with Remax Realty, Christina Sloan and Rachel Neiman with Century 21, and Coldwell Banker College Real Estate. Again, thank you for your support for all of our Talawanda athletes. The game will begin approximately at 5:45. Looks like our referees have showed up. They're checking the ice. So as soon as we get our warm-ups in, we'll be ready to start the game. Stay tuned.
So much for 5:45.
Yeah, I know, for real.
Jeez. Glad I came a little early.
Yeah, I know.
What do you need me to do?
And I say, well, I'll tell you what. When you want me to stop, I'll hit that. When you want me to go, I'll hit that. You're on the mic, man. Yep, that's it.
I didn't know if you had a headset or not.
No, well, I can give you this one if you want, but I think it's super distracting. Because there's a little bit of a delay.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I meant for a microphone.
Oh, no.
I don't need to hear myself. That's fine. No, I'm ready. Whatever.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we're about 2 minutes and 45 seconds from the start of this one. Talawanda and Moeller wrapping up their warm-ups here. Good look at the Red Hawks. They come into this, or the Brave. I've been calling 2 Miami games today. I'll have to get that out of my system. Talawanda Brave come into this red hot. They finished off the Red Hawks last night 9-6. Moeller picked up a win last night as well. They got the 4-0 shutout win, so they come into this feeling pretty good about themselves. Talawanda still without the helpful skates of Reed Benamati. Good look at him there on the bench. With any luck, we'll get him back in time for the playoff push. Stats coming into this one for the Talawanda Brave. Your leading point scorers. These stats not updated as of last night, so these are coming into last night's game before the 9-6 win against the Red Hawks. Ben Schreider and Grady Holmes, both your points leaders with 37 apiece. 37 apiece. Holmes, 15 of those 37 goals, 22 assists. Schreider, 17 goals, 20 assists. And those are your points leaders coming in. Followed closely by Nico Amarantos, who came into last night's game with 30. If I read the tweets correctly, he may have had 3+ goals in that 9-6 win, so Amarantos climbing that point sheet for sure. Both of these teams pretty veteran teams. Moeller comes into this with 11 seniors, as do the Brave. 10 suited up here tonight. Benamati out. I'll do my best with the Moeller names for you as this game goes on. Moeller, no names on the back, so I'll be referring to my roster as best I can. We'll try and get a look at the starting goaltenders here as well. Of course, both teams suit up too. Bader picked up the win last night for Talawanda in that game against Miami. We expect to see Daniel Emmenacher, 29 between the pipes here for Talawanda. Comes into tonight's game 12-4. 92% save percentage for Emmenacher. He's been steady between the pipes for Talawanda. We'll get the pucks cleaned up here. We'll turn things over to the PA announcer, who will do some introductions here for the teams. And of course, we'll have our national anthem, and we'll be underway. I'll step away as they get ready to do that. Hopefully you can pick up the PA announcing through the cameras. And we'll be back to get this thing started here in just a moment.
Crusaders and Talawanda Braves. Starting lineup for the Moeller Crusaders. In goal, number 39, Brennan Morgenstars. At D, number 88, Griffin Gaspar. At D, number 23, Will Spinell. At center, number 6, Dom Carafelis. At right wing, Fergus Black. At left wing, Cooper Collins. And now for the Brave, starting in goal, number 29, Daniel Emmenacher. At D, number 20, Brandon Bowen. At D, number 22, Jack Sikora. At center, number 14, Ben Schreider. At right wing, number 25, Daniel Amarantos. At left wing, number 18, Nico Amarantos. Will everyone please stand for the pledge of the national anthem?
Starters announced. We're ready to go here. It will be Brennan Mortenstrauss in goal for Moeller. He comes into this game with nearly a 96% save percentage for the Crusaders. We'll see what the Brave can do in terms of putting some pucks behind him tonight. Crusaders come into this. Chase Vondran, 12 points. He's their leading scorer. The Crusaders stats updated as of January 10th. They've certainly played some games since that time. Vondran, 8 goals, 4 assists. He's their leading goal scorer and points leader for the Crusaders. I mentioned earlier, Crusaders 11 seniors, but also 7 sophomores. So just 4 juniors on this Moeller team right now. Good mix of youth and some veterans, whereas Talawanda, 20 of their 21 tonight, 19 of their 20 upperclassmen. Jack Hall, our lone sophomore here for Talawanda. Ben Schrader to take the draw. He's flanked by the Amarantos twins and Archbishop Moeller right away on the forecheck here. Brendan Bohan back for it. He moves it up for Amarantos. Demio will settle it down. Moeller holds. The shot never gets through, hits a body. Tied up by Bohan. He'll move it up for Nico Amarantos. He'll clear the zone, force Archbishop Moeller back out. Jack Sikora on it for Talawanda. Moeller turns it back through neutral ice. They'll gain the zone onside play, but turned right back aside by Brendan Bohan. Delayed offsides here on Moeller. That'll give Bohan time to take a look, survey the field. He'll move it up for Amarantos on right wing there. Ben Schrader ties up a man in the middle. They'll send it deep. Nico's still on the ice here for the Brave. Come down the left side, takes a check, but he's still got the puck here. Nico Amarantos shot on goal, gets blocked down by Moeller. Schrader unable to hold. Howard out there for Talawanda now. He's unable to hold the blue line. Akers rattles it around. Or I'm sorry, that was Hall. Rattles it around the boards. Grady Holmes in on the forecheck here. That's Hall pushing it ahead. Andrew Schrader with the chance. Battle for it here in the corner. 2 for Moeller, 1 for Talawanda. That goes in favor of Moeller. They're able to clear. They'll dump it down. Some changes behind the play, but they had already started, so they'll get the forecheck on here. Centering pass turned aside quickly there by Holmes. Schrader moves it up to Parker Geshen. Geshen will come down the right-hand side, tries to get it over to Schrader. Just out of his reach, though. Puck gets turned back off the body of Getz. Gates, I should say. Zach Gates moves it back. James Anzano in there for Talawanda. Monson able to do just enough to get that puck clear. That'll force Moeller to touch up. That'll give Gates some time here. There's a shot attempt knocked down by James Anzano. Emmenacher not tested yet. Hasn't seen a puck. A couple of chances for Moeller, but Talawanda's defense is not allowed those pucks to get through. Here's a centering pass turned aside. Good stick lift there by Luke Westpoli. There's another shot attempt knocked down, this time by Anzano. Monson on it, he'll clear. Moeller will touch up, delayed offsides. Talawanda with some time. Puck angled off the boards, but out of the reach of Westpoli. Monson pressures, Moeller gains the zone. They're back on the forecheck here. Good pressure early from Moeller. Westpoli takes that check into the boards, legal hit. Anzano from behind the cage, he moves it up. Ben Schreider's got it now for Talawanda, but he's harassed right there at center ice. Moeller's gonna gain the zone again. There's a swing and a miss by Moeller. That was Will Schoonover on the miss there. They're gonna get Talawanda for icing here though. And with 11:33 to go in the first, that'll bring the faceoff all the way back down here to the east side of the rink. Talawanda skating east to west here. B pad of Goggin Ice Center. Ben Schreider out there to take the draw. Amaranto's twins are out there. Sikора's out there. Bohan has it. He moves it over to Sikora. Battle for it in front comes to Bohan. He moves it up to Themio Amarantos. He goes all the way across the rink looking for his brother. Finds stick of Schreider. He's turned off the puck quickly there by Cario. Flies for Moeller, moves over to Schreider. Schreider looks for Amarantos in the middle. That hits a stick and just comes back into the offensive zone. Bohan moves it up. Nice little move there. And then Bohan finds Amarantos on the right-hand side. He gains the zone. This is an onside play for Talawanda. See if they can get their forecheck going. Amarantos turns it aside. Schreider has it. Talawanda cycling a bit, but it hits a stick. Moeller able to clear. Schreider right back into the zone. He comes down through the middle. He shoots. Now it's turned aside. Mortenstrauss kind of lost his balance there a little bit. Talawanda unable to capitalize on that. Moeller tries to clear. Holmes holds in. Amarantos on the boards. Holmes is there. Schreider's there. Themio Amarantos is there. He turns it back in. Nico Amarantos has it in the corner. He gets knocked down. Comes back to Holmes. This is an onside play. Now it's out of the zone. That's Howard, I should say. Just getting a look at the last name there, and we're going to get a whistle. Players laying on the puck here, so whistle blows. 10:05 to go in the first. 0-0 here. Storyline so far, the forecheck for Moeller has been strong. I genuinely believe they are looking for the puck right now, and they do not know where it is. I think it got tied up in the shorts of a player. They're unable to find it. They retrieved the second puck from the scorer's table. We'll see if the first one ever shows. Nonetheless, Holmes to take the draw here. He moves it back to Howard. Good face-off win. Howard plays it over for Geshin. Holmes in on the forecheck, flanked by Schreider and Geshin. Holmes in on the board. He angled his man off well. Sockers it up to Andrew Schreider. Geshin was there, couldn't reach it. That one comes back out the hall. Moeller was leaking out on that. They're going to call a hand pass here on Talawanda. We'll see where they bring the draw. The trail official didn't even know who the hand pass was on. And apparently the hand pass was on Moeller. I really thought the hand pass was on Talawanda. I don't know why the whistle would have sounded otherwise. Now they get it straight. Seemed to me as though the hand pass had been on Talawanda, but it was at neutral ice, so they'll bring the draw just outside of the offensive zone for Talawanda. Holmes to take the draw. No line changes there on the forwards. Anzano and Gates do jump out defensively for Talawanda. Moeller controls in their defensive zone. Gates tries to hold. He turns it back for Holmes. Holmes comes down the right side. Moeller has it. They'll go D to D behind the cage. Play it back up. Anzano able to hold. He throws one in front. Schreider's got it. Turned aside by Mortenstrauss. It's the first time he's really been tested here. Anzano back. He retrieves. He's able to turn it back around, but not out of the zone. Held in there nicely by Matthews. Matthews will move over to Vondran. 28 in yellow. He is your points leader for Moeller. Vondran had a chance for it there, but Gates is going to move it up the ice. He's going to get it up to Andrew Schreider. That looked like it was out, and they do call it offsides here. So this is the delayed offsides. We've got some time here, does Talawanda. Anzano able to move it up to Geshin. Geshin gets it out of the zone. Parker Geshin comes through the middle here. He'll dump it down deep. That'll go to the left of Mortenstrauss. Forecheck on for Talawanda. McKinley out there now for the Brave. Sikora is back here on D, joined by Bohan. Monson will hop on for Talawanda as well. Here's McKinley. McKinley was looking for Monson, but it got picked off. Look out. This is Vondran. He had it and lost it. Akers will come over. He'll move that up. McKinley's got it. He'll clear the zone. That'll force Archbishop Moeller to go all the way back. Talawanda unable to hold the zone, though. Moeller clears. They'll come back the other way. Akers in there after it. Monson's battling for it. 2 Brave, 1 Crusader. Bohan turns it back. Here's Curtis Akers with it now. He'll dump it in deep. McKinley and Howard will rush in. Akers will go to the bench. Ben Schreider jumps on. Amarantos is on for Talawanda. Here's Schreider. Schreider forces a turnover, a little wraparound attempt. Finds no one. Howard has it though. He's got it on his forehand. He turns it in front. Mortenstrauss unable to cover. Now he gets it. That puck was just kind of laying there. Themio Amarantos was in the vicinity, but not able to get his stick around Mortenstrauss. Best action we've seen from Talawanda so far here. 7:15 mark in the first period, still 0-0. Mortenstrauss up to the task on that one. Schreider to take the draw. Both Amarantos brothers out there now for Talawanda. Howard and Hall remain on defense for the Brave. Moeller controls the faceoff. Tied up in neutral zone. They do bring it in. Howard able to turn it aside. Still in the offensive zone here. Amarantos does clear. Schreider and Themio Amarantos have a little 2-on-2 going here. Let's see. Schreider gets around one. He shoots. That gets knocked off the side of the cage. It's loose. There's a hard shot into the body of a Crusader. Didn't see who took that Howard shot. Nico Amarantos finishes his man off. Themio Amarantos has it for the Brave. Talawanda reorganizes. Here's a lead pass. Nico Amarantos down the left-hand side. Let's see if he can get to it. Moeller wins the race, but it comes to Schreider. He centers for Themio Amarantos. Doesn't get through. Forecheck on for the Brave. Amarantos with the shot. That gets knocked down. Schreider has it. Schreider tried to pull it back to his forehand there. Couldn't quite complete that. 2 Crusaders jump in on him. Now a third. That comes back around. Gates on for Talawanda. He moves it over to Anzano. Anzano and Gates play catch. Gates will dump it back in. Line changes on for the forwards. Andrew Schreider, Brady Holmes, Parker Geshin all back on for the Brave. This will be Geshin here on right wing. He'll force the issue. Anzano swing and a miss the first time, completes it the second time. That would have been a hand pass on Geshin, but it was touched by Moeller, so everything's good. Play on. Moeller does gain the zone here. Cycling with it is Black. There's a shot attempt. That hits a body. That caught Gates in the leg. He didn't like that at all. See if Zach's okay here. Holmes angles his man off the puck. Anzano in after it. This should give Gates a chance to get to the bench. He's definitely hobbled here. That puck caught him low. Those leg pads do their job mostly, but there are some soft spots there and some openings. He'll go get checked out on the bench. Parker Geshin with it here. Takes a little slash on the leg. Unable to clear the zone, though. Here's a shot attempt. That goes up over Emmenacker. It's behind him on the cage, pulled off by Moeller. Centering pass. Bohan gets a stick on it. Another shot and a goal. Emmenacker was screened in front and did not see that. That goes top left corner for number 15. That's Ryan Lytle. Just sort of jumped in on there. It was a soft wrister. But Emmenacker was screened, didn't see it. And at the 4:49 mark of the first, it's Moeller who takes the lead on the 6th-ranked Brave here. And they're right back on the forecheck. They dump it in. Centering pass turned aside by Bohan. Brendan Bohan's gonna bring it out of the zone here. He'll push it up ahead. He was looking for Monson. That was just out of his reach. Sikora turned that aside, but wasn't able to prevent the rush there. Now Sikora plays it up. He's looking for Westpoli. That was a delayed offside, if you're wondering why Moeller was retreating out of the zone. Ben Schreider on it, lost it. Sikora moves it up again. Westpoli's just gonna ice this. And that icing will come at the 4-minute mark of the first period. 1-0 Moeller on the goal by Ryan Lytle. This defensive zone draw for the Brave comes to the left of goaltender Emmenacker. There's a soft shot sent wide right by the Crusaders. That shot on goal by Lytle, the one and only shot that's made it all the way through. The Brave defense have done such a good job in front that time, though the screen didn't help Emmenacker out much at all. Hall with it, he turns it back aside for Howard. Howard leaves it for Nico Amarantos. He's got a chance. He moves it all the way up the ice, looking for his brother. Demio dumps it in. That's gonna get on Mortenstrauss. He keeps play alive though, moves it aside. Howard tries to pinch. Moeller able to clear though. Hall back forward, he moves it up. Amarantos turns it for Schreider. Schreider comes down the right-hand side, tries to draw it around a man, sends it in front. Amarantos just out of his reach. Howard in there for the Brave. Amarantos and he will replace. Howard returns to his defensive spot. Unable to hold though are the Brave, and it's sent back out the other way. Hall will retreat. Emmenacker plays it to him. Angled off the boards, looking for Holmes. Holmes tries to push through his man, and he does. Tries to bring it to the middle. Second Crusader there to turn that away though. And that should be icing on Moeller, and it is. So at the 2:41 mark, Talawanda's going to get an offensive zone draw and fresh legs on the ice for them as well. Looks like Parker Geshin will move to left wing here. Holmes to take the draw. Andrew Schreider on right wing. Gates and Anzano out there defensively for the Brave. Puck just sits there after that draw. Schreider after it. Moeller comes out with it though. They try and clear. Anzano tried to soccer it ahead. It does get through though. Here's a shot attempt, knocked down by Gates. Zach Gates still with it. He turns back to his backhand, but lost it there. Centering pass to no one. Anzano closed that off quickly. Schreider tries to clear, but it's turned over. Moeller's got a chance here. They'll come back through. Shot off a body. Puck still in front. Anzano has it for Talawanda. He'll rattle it off the boards. He's looking for Geshin. Geshin unable to get it ahead initially to Holmes. Now he does. It's been a long shift for this line. We'll see if they look to change. Anzano shoots that off Gates. Geshin saucers that in on his backhand. It gets all the way onto the body of Mortenstrauss. He's going to hold it. As Andrew Schreider was coming in. Didn't want to give up an odd bounce goal there with 1:43 to go in the first. Mortenstrauss freezes it. McKinley on. Akers at center. Monson at right wing. Sikora and Bohan back on defense here for the Brave. Akers pushes that ahead to the left, but Moeller gets to it first. Story of the game so far here in the first has been Moeller just a little bit quicker to these pucks than the Brave. This play gets pushed out of the zone. Moeller will have to touch up. That'll give Bohan a chance here. He'll send it down, clears the zone. This will not be icing. McKinley on the forecheck. Moeller able to turn it over, but it's Sikora who picks that pass off. He gives it right back though to Moeller. Emenacker sends that aside. Sikora in after it. He has his pocket pick, but Akers is there to clean things up for Sikora. He moves it up to Monson. Akers comes over. Talawanda unable to clear. Bohan with it now. He'll saucer it on his backhand out of the zone. So bring on changes. Amarantos, Schreider, Howard, Hall, and Themio Amarantos all on the ice for the Brave. Howard goes in after it. Didn't have to do much with the body there. He had position. He'll bring it all the way back out. He gains the zone. Has it knocked off his stick though. Talawanda will have to touch up. Nico Amarantos tries to gain the zone. He moves it over. Schreider's got it. He looks for Amarantos. That hits Morton Strauss. Gets turned aside. 22 seconds to go in the first here. Talawanda pressuring. Moeller's going to clear. If this misses Emenacker, it'll be icing, and it does. So a 16.2 offensive zone draw coming up for Talawanda. Just a couple of scoring opportunities here in the first for the Brave. Moeller's done a good job controlling the action. Their forecheck has been more successful. These teams still kind of feeling each other out for the most part, though. There's Ben Schreider after it. And Nico Amarantos play catch with it. Centering pass for Themio Amarantos. Doesn't find his stick, though. Moeller turns it aside. And that should be icing on Moeller. It is, but 0.5 on the clock, so we'll have a puck drop and a whistle. All right, we're back getting ready for the second period action here. Just before puck drops here for the second period. Good look at Emmenacker and Morton Strauss. They met up at center ice. Good conversation between those two goaltenders. Good sportsmanship between them. A little pat in the head one way and the other. Emmenacker moves to the left side of the rink. Talawanda Brave, they'll skate west to east here. Lone goal scorer was at the 11:30 mark of the first period. That was Lytle. Ryan Lytle assisted on that play by Benger, his 5th assist of the season, as well as Adam Gans, the sophomore, picked up an assist on that as well. And we're back underway here. Amarantos gets hauled down. Body contact though, not a stick on the skates, so they'll let that go. Themio Amarantos pressuring. Moeller able to clear. He turned it back out to center ice here and gained the zone. The forecheck is on. That was Clay Matthews, 8 for Moeller, who dumped it in there for the Crusaders. Thereafter, Amarantos able to push it out. Schreider over for it, can't quite reach it. Battle for it there at the half boards, turned back in. Sikora angled his man off, played it off of Sikora's skate, actually. Did Benger. And Talawanda's going to recover. This is Brendan Bohan. He'll bring it up. That pass just out of the reach of Themio Amarantos. Bohan turns it back in. Schreider after it. Does a nice job drawing by one man. Here's Schreider down the right-hand side. He pushes it in front, looking for Amarantos. That gets turned aside. Amarantos tied up on that play nicely by Griffin Gaspar. Here's a shot from the side of the cage. Themio is trying to stuff it home, and they're going to blow the whistle. They're going to say that Morton Strauss covered it. No, net off its moorings. Very good. I didn't think the net was off its moorings. I was about to question that, but it was in fact. Good call by the officials. Themio Amarantos trying to stuff that home on the little wraparound attempt there. Net comes off as Morton Strauss kicks against it. So offensive zone draw coming up for the Brave. This one's sent back in. Holmes after it. Schreider there with him. Schreider pushes it back for Holmes. He gets tied up on that play though. Here's Holmes, steps out. Never got through. That was the stick of Adams from Moeller, able to shut that attempt down. Geshin has it here. He gets angled off the puck. Holmes in there after it as well. Feet aren't moving. We'll see if we get a whistle here. Holmes turns his man aside. Schreider has it. He moves it up for Holmes. It's left there. Geshin has a chance. Can't quite reach it though. And this will be an onside play. Turn back on. Here comes Holmes. He tries to draw it around. That puck got stuck between the skates though. And Moeller will head the other way, 2-on-3. They've got some guys who need to make a change, does Archbishop Moeller. Should give Talawanda a chance to clear. It's Geshin. Geshin's gonna saucer that one way up into the rafters. A change will be permitted here at the 12:45 mark, but it'll be a defensive zone draw for Talawanda. Trailing in this one, 1-0. Talawanda, of course, coming off of that battle for the Goggin last night. They've swept that series against the Junior Red Hawks. As expected, very talented Talawanda team this year. Previous to that, they were up at the Pioneer Classic. Fell in the championship game there. A number of really good games, including the championship game against Olentangy. Ohio coaches taking notice of the Brave. They've got them ranked 6th now in the state. I've said many times though, rankings don't mean a whole lot. It's where you finish. Talawanda wants to make a deep push into the playoffs this year. This test here against Moeller, a good opportunity to get themselves ready for that playoff push. Here's Akers coming down the left-hand side. He'll dump it in. Morton Strauss decides to cover. Monson was pressuring. That forced the cover, and that'll allow fresh legs back on. Top line comes on for the Brave. Again, my apologies. I do more calling Miami games than I do Talawanda games. That's going to happen. Schreider to take the draw to the right of Morton Strauss. He's flanked by Amarantos. Both Nico and Themio. That one comes back for Themio, but it gets through. Bohan will have to retreat. Talawanda will have to touch up. Bohan moves it up to Amarantos. He dumps it in. Morton Strauss unable to slow it down, so it gets over to Nico Amarantos. He's double teamed there. Gaspar has it for Moeller. He turns it over to Schreider. Schreider got hooked by a player there. That was Gaspar. That was Griffin Gaspar who hooked up Schreider. No call. It should be icing on Moeller, and it is. Demio Amarantos finishing his check here right in front of Morton Strauss. He'll be rewarded with a break on the bench. Top line off for the Brave. So bring on the second line here. Schreider, Andrew Schreider, right wing. Grady Holmes to take the draw. Parker Geshen over on left wing. We're gonna wave Holmes out here. Geshen will come in, switch places with Schreider. That draw comes back to Jack Hall. Hall sends it deep. Hall out there now with Howard for the Brave. Howard able to keep it in. Everybody's touched up. This is an onside play here. Forecheck on for the Brave. Moeller possesses though. See if they can complete the breakout here. They can. This is a long lead pass down the ice for Benger, and it does connect. He's got it on his forehand here. Here's Benger. He shoots. That gets a little bit of the blocker and a little bit of the pipe. Again, Emmenacker not really seen a lot of pucks here in this one. Sometimes as a goaltender, you'd rather see a few and get into the groove of the game. He was, screened out on that first goal by Lytle. Hasn't really had to do much. Here's a shot attempt. That gets pushed wide right. Emmenacker right in good position there. Geshen has it for the Brave. He turns it aside. Holmes comes in, finishes that check off. That forces the puck back out of the zone. Moeller turns it over at center ice though. Holmes was angled off the puck. Thought maybe they could have had an interference there on Moeller. I'm gonna say he was close enough to the puck for that to be a legal play though. Moeller's got it. Centering pass, that goes through the crease. There's another shot that goes through. About 4 feet out in front of Emmenacker. Chipped out of the zone nicely there by Andrew Schreider. He'll come to the bench for a change along with Holmes. Moeller has it. There's a shot attempt. Handled by Emmenacker. I thought he had it locked up there. He decided to play that out, and Talawanda now able to clear. They'll come the other way. This is Ben Schreider on. He's got Amarantos on the other side. Confusion on the bench here for Talawanda. Two different defensemen had jumped out there. No penalty coming. It was Gates who was able to hustle back and turn that rush aside by Moeller though. There's a little bit of an ugly change there for Brave. They survive it. Nico Amarantos in on the forecheck. He rubs his man hard into the boards. Demio Amarantos knocks that down. He throws it across. Schreider has it behind the cage, pulls it back to the front. Had it, lost it, has it back. Lost it again, and Moeller's gonna ice it. And like the looks of that dangle by Schreider, so the safest thing to do is just to clear the zone. Demio Amarantos will stay on the ice with Schreider. Nico is heading over for a change, but he gets turned back out. So he's gonna come back out here. Nico Amarantos right wing on this line. And Zano and Gates still on there. Here's Demio Amarantos with a shot attempt. Morton Strauss sees that all the way, gloves it down. And no changes, so at the 8:44 mark, another faceoff coming to the right of Morton Strauss here. Schreider tied up on that draw. Moeller able to pick it up. That's gonna be icing. Moeller a little frustrated. They thought that Gates could have played that puck. He did not. Icing the call. That was Schoonover who sent that down the ice there for Moeller, 23. Schreider to draw one more time. This is the third offensive zone draw he's had here. Moeller comes out with it again though. This is Black for Moeller, dumps it in. 13 on 13 here, and Zano in after it. He moves it back up for Nico Amarantos. He's got it there to the left of the circle. That shot pushed through. Emmenacker turns that aside easily. And Zano battles for it there. There's Schoonover, shot attempt, kick save by Emmenacher. Good save there. Second shot, saved by Emmenacher again. And a third shot, also saved by Emmenacher. He's getting into it now. 3 big saves for him on that series there. Daniel Emmenacher. Standing strong between the pipes here for Talawanda. That was a long shift for that first line. Second period, commonly referred to as the period of the long shift. It certainly was for Schreider and the Amarantos boys on that one. There's a turnover in the zone. That shot attempt knocked down though by Sikora. Never got through. Moeller able to hold. Monson was after it, tried to push it out of the zone, couldn't get it there. Bohan does though. Brendan Bohan's gonna push it ahead. He gets hooked up a little bit. Takes the check. Stays on his feet. Akers in after it. Akers continues to battle for it. Monson and Bohan trade places. Bohan, the defenseman, jumps in again on the play, and he again bodies a man up. That's 2 big checks for Bohan. There's a shot off the side of the cage by Monson. Akers had come into pinch. This is going to lead to an odd man rush the other way. Here comes Moeller. Shot attempt on Emmenacher. He turns that aside. He's up to the task. He looks good right now. Sikora clears the zone. Moeller's got a touch up. Too many on Moeller. I'm going to say no. I thought they had 6 on the ice there. They come the other way with it. There's a shot attempt blockered up and into the netting by Emmenacher. That'll slow things down at the 6:49 mark. Tempers flaring on the Crusaders bench. Having some pretty significant discussions here with the officials, but we're going to go ahead and drop the puck here to the left of Emmenacher nonetheless. This will be Jaden Berrigan taking the draw. He's taking that draw against Grady Holmes for Talawanda. Holmes controls it. Andrew Schreider pushes it up. Geshin's going to dump it in. Forecheck on. Schreider had it. Angled off his stick, though. He took a hard check into the boards. Howard able to pick the pocket of the Crusaders rush. And here comes Howard down the right-hand side. He's got it on his forehand. Here's a shot. And it just gets through the legs, but doesn't trickle in. Morton Strauss a little surprised by that one. That got on him quick. Good shot by Howard. Brendan Morton Strauss, he's been steady so far for Moeller between the pipes. At Howard's shot, it's about 8 inches off the ice, so it was just above the blockers. Got into the midsection of Morton Strauss, but not able to sneak through. Moeller able to break out again after that offensive zone drop for the Brave. Hall rattles it up the boards. He's looking for Holmes. Holmes is there. Geshin's there. They're going to get Geshin for a check here. And what are they going to call on Geshin? Roughing. After all the hits that we've seen so far in this game, they're going to get Geshin for a roughing there. I'm going to allow the sarcastic tone of my voice to tell you how I feel about that. 6:04 mark of the second period. Brave are going to be shorthanded here. Geshin in the box, 2 minutes for roughing. Ben Schreider out to kill this penalty. Anzana's out there, Gates is out there, Nico Amarantos on the ice. Moeller has it. They're setting up in their power play here. DDD, there's a shot glove down by Emmenacher. He saw that one all the way. "13 seconds into this penalty kill. So far, so good for the Brave. Schreider ties his man up on the draw. Runs him into the boards. 3 players there for Moeller digging at it. Schreider takes a little bit of an elbow into the boards. Nothing called there. There's a shot attempt. That goes up off the glass. This is a live puck. Moeller still in possession. D to wing. That goes off the side of the cage. It was nearly an impossible shot pass there. Too hot for everyone to handle. Moeller still with it. Tries to throw it in front. Never got through. Emmenacker down. A little bit of a dangerous play there. Comes back to the D here. Moeller has it. They go D to D. First minute killed. There's a shot. That was not in. Moeller fans reacting. They thought it was in. That was shrugged off by Emmenacker and cleared by the Brave. This is Lytle, your goal scorer. He goes all the way back for it. He leaves it there for Matthews. Matthews will move it up. Moeller regains the zone. Akers bumps his man off the puck. Crusaders blow a tire. A little bit of pressure there by Gates, able to force that puck back out. 20 seconds to go in the minor to Geshin. Moeller has it. There's a shot from the left circle. That goes all the way through. 5 seconds remain in the power play here for Moeller. And this is not going to be icing. This is Moeller sending it all the way down the ice. So Geshin's going to be able to go back for it. Mortenstrauss tries to play it, doesn't get all of it. Geshin will get to it first. He turns it back over to Holmes. Holmes has Schreider in front, doesn't get through though. Still loose, Holmes after it. 4 players there for Moeller, and Holmes was kind of on his own. The odds not in his favor. Bohan will go back, tries to clear it. Moeller has it. Comes back to the point. That shot blocked down by Holmes. Gives up his body. This is Holmes on the rush. Schreider, nice little pass to him. He's got Howard coming down the right-hand side, does Grady Holmes. Howard's going to camp out in front. He now cycles back. Andrew Schreider in. He's got the puck. He gets angled off. Holmes there battling with Moeller. Holmes still has it. Brings it up the side, but turned over there. And Moeller's going to ice this down. And it will make it all the way. So with 3:10 to go in the second period, icing on Moeller. That'll settle things down. Third line for the Brave will come out here. This is Luke Westpoley, Jack McKinley, and Grant Monson out for the Brave. Anzano and Gates back out there on D. They spent a lot of time out there on the penalty kill, did Gates and Anzano. That puck shot up into the netting. It'll bring the draw back out to neutral ice here. 2:59 to go in the second period. Westpoley to draw again. Moeller controls the draw though. We're not statting the face-offs here. And by we, I mean me. But it seems to me, just anecdotally, that Moeller has controlled a good number of these face-offs tonight. That's icing on Moeller once again. So at 2:33 to go, second period, Moeller once again ices it. That'll bring on the top line for the Talawanda Brave. Sikora and Bohan out defensively. Ben Schreider to take this draw, flanked by Themio and Nico Amarantos. Moeller's gonna break out though. Puck back to central ice. Bohan tries to turn it back aside. Moeller gains the zone. This is an onside play. Puck in the slot gets deflected up off the stick of Sikora and into the netting. We've ticked down to the 2:18 mark of the second period. Howard and Sikora will trade places here. Defensive zone draw coming up for Talawanda. A shot attempt goes off of Nico Amarantos and into the boards behind the cage, but Moeller comes out with it. Centering pass to no one. Here's Ben Schreider trying to get his feet going. He's going to come down the right-hand side. He's got it on his forehand. He's left alone. Shot goes up over the left corner. Held in by Howard. He tried to get it deep, though, to Schreider and could not. Howard has it now. Gets angled off the puck. He's able to gain the zone. It's an onside play. Going to be turned right back side by Moeller. This will be no icing as it doesn't make it all the way to the red line. Bohan's got it for the Brave. He turns back the other way. He blows the tire, though. Howard there to help. Puck comes back out, held in by Moeller. Sent back to the right of Emmenacker. shot attempt by Moeller, never got through. Female Amaranto is going to try and win this race. Held there once again, though, by Moeller. Goes up into the bench. That'll bring on changes for both sides. Geshin, Holmes, and Andrew Schreider back out there for the Brave. And Zano and Gates once again back out for Talawanda on defense. This draw controlled by the Brave. And Zano turns it back up, looking for Geshin. They kind of play catch with it, but it's held in by Moeller. That shot doesn't get through. It hit Holmes. Geshin played it up to Holmes. He gloved it down. Able to push it head back to central ice. Here's Gates. Zach Gates, he gains the zone. He's going to go ahead and jump in. Andrew Schreider will cover for him defensively. Holmes in there deep with Gates. Geshin kind of hanging back right now. Hasn't gone to the front of the cage just yet. Now he makes his way. Looked like a hold. Looked like the Brave were held up there by Moeller. Could have called interference, could have called holding. They call nothing. Coach Sens gets the explanation. Those two will agree to disagree. And with 35 seconds to go here in the second period, we'll have an offensive zone draw coming up for the Brave. Holmes stays out there to take it with Geshin and Schreider. Controlled by Moeller, though. Again, it's been the storyline in this one. The faceoffs have gone Moeller's way, the 50-50 pucks, if you will, seem to have gone their way. Here's a bad bounce in front. Moeller has a chance from point blank, but he shoots it wide left. Emmenacker saw it. That's a tough spot for a goaltender. Here's a shot from a tough angle. That hits the side of the cage. Emmenacker right at home there where he needs to be. Holmes gets taken down. Looked like a stick on the skates there of Holmes, but again, no call, and that'll bring us to the end of the second period. So we've played another 15. A couple of good scoring opportunities for the Brave, not able to put it home. And after 2 periods of play, Talawanda trails in this one 1-0. We'll get another ice cut here and be back for the third period in just a little bit. right, third period ready to get underway here. Final 15 minutes of this one, Talawanda Moeller. First line for Talawanda set. Schreider to take this draw. Adam Gans, the sophomore, will tie it up with him, and Gans controls the draw. Moeller has it. Turnover there, though. Good chance early here for the Talawanda Brave. Schreider in after it. He moves it back. Demio Amarantos there with it now. He battles for it in the corner. Amarantos has it. Centering pass just doesn't quite get back to Nico, though. James Anzano here on D. There's a shot attempt. That goes wide left off a stick. Anzano out there with Gates on defense. Demio Amarantos rattles it up the boards. Looks for Nico. Moeller turns it back aside. That pass picked off by Anzano. He gets around his own man there. And Anzano was looking for Amarantos, and that pass didn't connect. Amarantos was cycling around. So icing's going to be the call on the Brave. They'll bring on fresh legs. Bohan, Sikora, Holmes, Andrew Schreider, and Parker Geshin hop onto the ice. Holmes to take the draw here, flanked by Sikora and Schreider. This one controlled by the Brave. Geshin has it. He just saucers it up out of the zone, looking for Andrew Schreider. This will be another one of those 50-50 puck battles. Moeller's got it right now. This is Lytle with it. Schreider harasses him. Holmes unable to hold. He moves it back. Looked for Sikora. That was out of reach. Out of his reach. He moves it back up the side. Holmes there first. Andrew Schreider gets angled off the puck. Bohan unable to control, so it comes back to Sikora. He thought he was moving over to Bohan. Bohan had camped out in front there just to protect in front of Emmenacker. So it gets moved up. Moeller in the midst of some changes. That allows Geshin to move it up to Schreider. Schreider's going to get it deep. Holmes will go in after. Here's Holmes behind the cage. He moves it back over for Schreider. Schreider was looking for Geshin. Gets turned aside. Here's a shot attempt. Rebound given up by Morton Strauss. Holmes gets just taken down. No call there. Holmes was nowhere near that puck. You'd like to see maybe one of these interference calls or hooking calls or holding calls that the officials are so close to being able to make that call. That was another one there. Get made, maybe give Talawanda a little bit of life on the power play. So far they have not had an odd man chance in their favor. Geshin's penalty, the only penalty of the game so far, was a 2-minute roughing penalty. Talawanda had completed the change. They were ready for the draw, so Moeller not able to send out new men. Schreider to take this draw. He's back out there with both Nico and Demio Amarantos. Gates holds it in. This is an onside play. Demio Amarantos has it. He gets his stick tied up, though. Moeller able to clear. They'll dump it in. That goes to the right of Emmenacker. Pressured there by Hall. Puck makes its way around Amarantos. Schreider in after it. Schreider tried to look out here. There's a shot attempt turned aside by Emmenacker. Schreider was looking to get it up to Amarantos. Hall gets taken down. No call. Schreider, as I said, was trying to move it up to Amarantos, and that was a turnover there. Moeller had a quick shot opportunity, but Emmenacker once again up to the task. Amarantos uses the body, keeps it alive here. There's a shot attempt, goes up off of Morton Strauss and into the netting. Offensive zone draw coming up for Talawanda. Good job by Demio Amarantos to keep that puck alive. Create some offense here for Talawanda. Monson, Akers, and McKinley out to take the draw here. Gates and Anzano remain on defense. 12:22 to go in the third period. Here's Anzano. There's a shot. Turned aside by Morton Strauss. Puck was loose, but Moeller gets to it. Turned over there. Gates pressuring. He moves it back up the other way. Moeller turns it back over, though. And this should be icing on Moeller. And once again, it is. Geshin, Schreider, and Holmes are going to hop right back on here for Talawanda. Holmes takes the draw. Moeller controls though. This comes back out the gates. He's able to angle it up ahead, looking for Geshin. It was just out of his reach. Onside play though here for Talawanda. Forecheck for Talawanda. Once again, not able to be sustained here. And Zano back for it. He battles for it along the boards. Holmes comes in to help. That gets moved over to Geshin. Holmes clears. Andrew Schreider after it, just out of his reach, but it comes back to Holmes. He's got Schreider in front, Geshin jumping in. Defense was changing behind the play. It's Gates, he moves it back to Bohan, who's on now. He had jumped on for Anzano. Geshin has it. Andrew Schreider on, Ben Schreider on. Sikora on defensively now for Gates. Ben Schreider gets hauled down. Bohan has it for Talawanda, moves it for Schreider. Schreider goes 1-on-3 down through the middle. Had it for a moment, then it gets angled off his stick there. He still battles for it. He's tripped up once again. Here's a shot attempt. That one goes just wide for Bohan. Hard into the boards goes Nico Amarantos. He had lined up somebody there, but that check didn't connect. And that puck goes up into the bench. And we'll get a whistle here and a draw just outside of the offensive zone for the Brave. 10:39 to go in the third. Talawanda still looking to get on the board here. Akers will take this draw, flanked by Monson and McKinley. Hall and Howard on defense. Moeller squeezing in a little bit. They're going to get pushed back out here by the officials. And we're back underway. Another tie-up on the draw. This time Talawanda able to come away with it. It's Howard. He's going to try and jump to the middle here. So Howard's going to jump in. Talawanda able to hold. Hall moves it. He's looking for McKinley over on the left-hand side. McKinley plays it behind the cage. Akers can't get through. He got tied up on the play by a Moeller skater in front there. It was Stetham who tied him up. Akers back up. He takes a check from Lytle. Curtis Akers with it now. Still battling for it, and Moeller once again. This one doesn't go for icing. They would have been content with that. They needed to settle things down and get a change. Howard tries to play it up for Monson. It didn't connect, but Howard fights to get it back. Moeller turns it aside. Fans think they'll have a chance, but Anzano's all over that. He easily erases that play out. This is Howard. Howard looking for Andrew Schreider. He turns it up for Holmes. Holmes will gain the zone. Turns it to his backhand, still has it. Holmes comes in, he looks to shoot. He goes top left corner. That missed high and wide. There's a shot by Anzano. Rebound was loose for a moment, but Morton Strauss all over it. Couple of good scoring opportunities there for the Brave. We'll see if they can't turn things up here as we get deeper and deeper into this third period. Six-ranked Braves here trailing 1-0. Holmes takes this draw. It's routed around the boards. Gates has to come all the way back, avoid an official. He does. He looks for Schreider. That pass doesn't connect. Moeller turns it back in. Anzano after it. He flips it up. That catches the net though. And this draw should stay in the offensive zone. Gates gets an apology from the official for the inadvertent contact that slowed him down there. Doesn't do much to change the fact that we've got a defensive zone draw here. Anzano moves it over to his partner, Gates. He gets it up to Andrew Schreider. Schreider angles it ahead to Holmes. That's going to come all the way over to Geshin. Parker Geshin comes down the right-hand side, has it on his forehand, still has it. Geshin still with it. Parker Geshin goes all the way around the world. Now he shoots. That one never got through. And this should be, they're going to say Bohan touched it. That one's angled out of the zone by Geshin. Sent back in. Howard after it, looks for Geshin. Geshin stick lift there. Finishes his man off. That brings it out of the zone. Here's a turnover. Ben Schreider had jumped on, but Morton Strauss is going to be able to cover before Nico Amarantos can get to it for Talawanda. It's one of the more dangerous plays that they've had. Schreider with a good turnover there at center ice, but unable to do anything with it. We've reached the 8:13 mark of the third period. Talawanda looking for some life. They've had a couple of good chances here in the third. Morton Strauss has got the better of them, though, so far. Here's Schreider with it. He'll move it back. Nico Amarantos has it. Still has it, left circle. He moves it all the way across for Anzano. He angles it back in. That gets by Themio Amarantos. Comes to Schreider. Nico Amarantos in front. Schreider looks for him. That pass just missed the stick of Amarantos. What a great centering pass there by Schreider. That got all the way through. Amarantos wanted that one. He was right there for it. Schreider has it again. This one, he drew it back to his forehand there. Moeller able to turn it aside, though. Battle for it here at neutral ice. Moeller has it. Schreider finishes his man off. And they're going to call icing here on Moeller. Nico Amarantos, if you're wondering what he's petitioning for an interference call. Didn't happen. Luke Westfoley joins Curtis Akers and Grant Monson. Moeller controls the draw. Howard and Bohan on defense here. Bodies get tied up here at neutral ice, but Howard has it. Talawanda unable to clear. Moeller dumps it back in. Howard back. He angles his man off the puck nicely. Moeller comes away with it, though. Here's a centering pass. Shot controlled by Emmenacker. Second shot gets pushed wide. That was a point-blank change for Archbishop Moeller, and the Crusaders once again cannot get the best of Emmenacker. He's been steady. He has stopped every shot he has seen. That first goal that went through by Lytle, he was screened on. He's been solid here for Talawanda. That puck pushed back up. Luke Westfoley's going to come away with it, but he's angled off the puck, and Lytle's got it for the Crusaders. Westfoley's going to hustle to the bench. Andrew Schreider jumps on for him. That clearing attempt by Moeller doesn't get out. Geshin stopped it. Holmes had it. Then Holmes lost it. Anzano with it now. There's a shot blocker down by Emmenacker. It's a good shot attempt there by Moeller. Puck comes to the feet of Holmes. He and Schreider overskate. Moeller's got it. They'll turn it aside here. Gates out there for Talawanda. He pressures. Andrew Schreider comes away with it. He's got it on the left side here. Holmes coming to the net. Schreider still with it. Lost it. Comes back to Schreider, though. Centering attempt. And that gets pushed all the way out of the zone. Anzano's going to go back for it. The slow, long strides of Anzano there, trying to draw the icing call. Doesn't work. Good effort by him to try and draw that call. Battle for it here at center ice. Ben Schreider's back on. Nico and Themio Amarantos back out there as well for Talawanda. 5:15 to go in the third. Dumped in by Amarantos. Schreider's going to win this race to it. Let's see if the brave forecheck can get going. Here's Themio Amarantos. He gets angled off. Stays on his feet. That's shoveled back out by Moeller. Howard's going to go back for it. He's flanked by Bohan. They'll switch sides. Howard with speed, gets around one man. Not able to gain the zone, though, was Ben Howard, so Nico Amarantos will dump it in. Geshin's jumped on for Themio Amarantos, so he's out there with Ben Schreider. Bohan on the pinch attempt, swing and a miss. Howard comes back, he clears that away. Good job by two defensemen there helping each other out. There's a stick up high on Amarantos, no call. He moves it over to Schreider. Schreider around his man. He's got it on his forehand, but it trickles behind the net here. Schreider's down. Amarantos still out there battling with him. He'll finish his man off. Bohan unable to hold. Howard has it. He moves it back up. Schreider's there. He's going to change. Holmes will jump on for him. Andrew Schreider jumps on for Amarantos. Gates and Anzano back out defensively. Geshin will stay on at wing. That shot hits Anzano and then it gets sent in by Moeller. We're at the under 4 mark here of the third. See if we don't see a little uptick in the skating here as we get closer and closer to the end of this one. Let's see if there's a call on Geshin. Boy, Geshin looked like he might have hauled that guy down with his hands. He gets away with that one. It's an onside play for the Brave. Gates has it. He brings it down the left side. Andrew Schreider covers for him. Gates still has it. Looks in front. Tried to center for Holmes. Doesn't find him. Geshin has it. He moves it back to Anzano. Anzano's shot. That one's blockered down by Morton Strauss. Gates unable to hold. This will be a 2-on-1 for Moeller. Anzano back on D. Pushed in front. He was just trying to go off the skate of Anzano as both Emenacher and Anzano had taken away all the chances. There's a high hit by Holmes and no call. Discussion amongst some of the fans about the no call there. We play on here. We've reached the 250 mark. Anzano has it for the Brave. He'll angle it up for Nico Amarantos. He pulls it to center to Schreider. Schreider and Themio Amarantos trade places. Here's a centering pass for Themio. He gets turned aside. Brave able to hold. Howard has it. Still has it. That one just gets pushed to the corner. Sent back through the crease by Ben Schreider, but nobody home for the Brave. Once again, a good scoring opportunity. Howard knocks that one down. He seems to be okay. That was a good shot block there by Howard. Amarantos tries to angle it into the zone, but it gets stopped up there at center ice. And Ben Howard's gonna have to go back for it. Amarantos able to push it up out of the zone, but Moeller's gonna turn it right back in. Emenacher, they're yelling, play it, play it, play it, so he does. Bohan after it for the Brave. Under 2 to go. Brendan Bohan's gonna bring it up. He moves it to Nico Amarantos. He's gonna come in 1-on-3. Holmes had just jumped on for Schreider. Amarantos still has it. He's gonna push it down the right-hand side. Moeller tries to clear. No icing here. Anzano's got it for the Brave. He's out there with Gates. Nico and Themio Amarantos, they're coming in. There's a shot, goes wide left. Themio Amarantos got hauled down. No call. Gates tries to center. This is gonna come to Nico. He throws one in front. That gets hit off the stick. Net's empty for Talawanda. Moeller's gonna ice, but it's not gonna make it. 6-on-5 right now. Nico Amarantos still on the ice. He's camped out at the blue line. Parker Geshin gains the zone. Talawanda 6-on-5. Dangerous pass in the middle. There's Bohan there to clean things up for the Brave. We've reached less than a minute to go here. There hasn't been a whistle, so Talawanda's got a couple of tired first liners out there. Hasn't been a chance for Coach Sens to take a timeout, and with 40 seconds to go, might not get one. Here's a shot by Geshin. Hits the cage of Morton Strauss. And he plays that puck right down to himself, Brendan Morton Strauss. That was a howitzer by Geshin, right off the mask. He looked like a catcher in baseball. Knocked that right down in front of himself and able to cover. 37.4 to go. Broken stick gets delivered to the Talawanda bench. And I suspect Sens will take a timeout here, Coach Sens. And that is in fact what he's gonna do. So Coach Sens will take a timeout. He'll get some things set up here. 37.4 seconds to go in the third. Net will remain empty for Talawanda. They'll be 6-on-5. So far, Morton Strauss has been the difference maker in this one. Sort of a fluky goal by Lytle where Emenacher was screened in front. That's your lone tally of this one. These teams have played each other pretty tight. Not a lot of space out there, a lot of stick-on-stick action. Checks have been clean for the most part. Two good hockey programs here. Morton Strauss feeling pretty good about himself down there. Doing a little bit of dancing as the Brave gets set up. Let's take a look at who it's going to be for Talawanda. It's going to be Ben Howard, Parker Geshin, Ben Schreider, Grady Holmes, Nico Amarantos, and Brendan Bohan. Those will be your 6 skaters. Schreider will take this draw. No, Holmes is going to take the draw. Schreider moves to his left. Holmes wins it, back to Howard, but Howard had it knocked off his stick. Looked like the play they wanted was coming to fruition there, but just gets knocked off the stick. Talawanda is able to regroup. Howard comes through center, and we're going to get a hooking call on Moeller. And let's see if we don't get an unsportsmanlike call to go with it. He was really chirping at him. I believe that was Matthews. There it is up on the board, 8. So that's Clay Matthews for Moeller. He's gonna go. It's a 2-minute minor, 22.3 to go. That's all that matters. And let's see if Moeller takes the timeout here to give their defense a chance. That looks like what's gonna happen. Interesting decision by Moeller to call timeout there. Oftentimes in that situation, to not allow Talawanda to get their legs back underneath them, you would just play that out. But 6-on-4, not a situation you oftentimes practice for, so Moeller will talk about what they need to do to try and keep Talawanda away from Morton Strauss. You got to think Coach Sens is just getting the puck at the net and crash hard. That's got to be part of the strategy here at this point when you've got a 2-man advantage like that. We'll reset things here. Looks like the same group coming out. Howard, Amarantos, Nico Amarantos, Ben Schreider, Holmes, Geshen, and Bohan. So the same 6 back out for Talawanda. 22.3 to go here in the third. Talawanda looking to try and find a way to tie this game. Holmes takes the draw. Gets pushed back behind the cage. Moeller after it, but Schreider controlled it. He's centered. Finds the stick of Howard. Howard shoots. That gets deflected up into the corner. 10 seconds to go. Schreider has it, moves it back. Bohan moves it over. 5 seconds to go. Here's a shot. That goes up into the glass. And that's going to do it. Archbishop Moeller able to do enough here tonight. Morton Strauss, he was the difference maker. He gets the hugs. Talawanda unable to get one by him tonight. This is a tough one here for the Brave. They'll look to regroup as they get ready to make their push into the playoffs. Good sportsmanship by both teams throughout. Good sportsmanship by the goaltenders. We talked about that earlier. Talawanda will look to learn from this, regroup, and get back at it. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll catch you next time.